Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Gemini. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, so your person's energy, the Seven of Swords, all right, that's Moon in Aquarius. They're also showing up as the Tower, all right, Aries and Scorpio energy. They're viewing you as the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. And the connection, we see the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. All right, and we see the Queen of Swords. So it does feel like you have someone here with strong air in their chart. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is someone who I feel is honest, well put together, in alignment, like a logical and critical thinker, somebody who's intelligent, someone who always looks good, Gemini. Somebody here who always, looks put together. They pay attention to details. Now, with the Seven of Swords, I feel like, and the Tower, is that it's going to really shock and surprise you who this secret admirer is. Because the Queen of Swords tells me this person most likely has kept things pretty professional. So it could be like a friend or it could be a coworker here. All right, I'm just going to take a minute to shuffle my cards because some of them are upside down, reversed, so just one moment. Okay, so we're back. Sorry about that. All right, so the Seven of Swords here indicates that you have a secret admirer here who's gonna really shock and surprise you, and most likely because you don't realize the strong feelings that they have for you. Now we see the Devil in reverse. This is Capricorn energy. So I feel like you have someone here who's been somebody here who's in a really healthy energy, someone who's really worked hard on, releasing baggage, healing, not having like karmic situations around them, somebody who's in alignment. And we see the Fool card, Aries energy. So a lot of major arcanas coming through here, Gemini. So this is an important connection. But the Fool card tells me this person is absolutely ready to take a leap of faith and start something new, to do things differently. They don't want to repeat any past patterns. I feel like this is somebody who's, worked through a lot of accountability and somebody who really kind of knows what they want, all right? And how you're going to be feeling the Knight of Cups in reverse. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Now, some of my Geminis, you're enjoying the single life. You're not so sure about even being in a relationship at this time. You might be enjoying getting attention or keeping things casual. But for others of you, I think because you're going to be so shocked and surprised about who this person is, like they could be your boss or a coworker or like a friend or someone in like a professional capacity, or you never saw this person that way before. You may be a little bit unsure about whether or not, you want to invest here, okay? Or you want to move things forward. So this person could be a Sagittarius or have Sagittarius placements. This is your opposite sign, which can be really complementary. But they're known as the teacher and the knowledge seeker. They're a bold, fiery sign, comfortable leading others. We see mother energy, so the divine feminine archetype coming through. Now, your person may have children or, from a previous connection, or this may be somebody here that, would like to have children or just wants to build something solid and secure with the right person. And we see Virgo. So they could be a Virgo. They're great planners and organizers, although they may have a tendency to overthink and overanalyze. And, all right, so we have somebody here who's wealthy, someone who has a lot to offer. They've worked hard to achieve their success, and a comfortable lifestyle here is indicated. Now, with the Tower card, again, I feel like this person, Gemini, may transform your life. I also feel like this person is going to really shock and surprise you. All right, so let's see. Why do we have a Tower here, please? Okay, so you're going to be on their mind and in their heart. I think it's going to surprise you how into you they really are. Because this Queen of Swords, she doesn't really show it, right, until it's time. And she might be kind of matter of fact. This person only has eyes for you, Gemini. So like, I don't know what you've done to this person, but they are so into you. And they could be European, or they could be of European descent here. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about them. What else do my Geminis need to know about them? All right, so slow start, but give it time, right? Like, I think this person is probably someone who's been admiring you or will be admiring you for some time before, you know, before they let you in on how they're feeling. And again, I feel like that's going to be kind of shocking, and you might be like, all right, well, let me see, because I've never thought about you this way, right? All right, we see clean shaven, so this is not going to be for all of you, but they might have a bald head, a baby face, or no facial hair. Now remember, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are, so this is only going to resonate with some of you. And we see that this person is radiant, they're fun, they're energetic, and they're beautiful. All right, so there's a lot to like about this person, Gemini. But ultimately, you're going to be the one, you're going to be the one that knows, all right? This person already knows who you are. That is no shock to me here. This is somebody who's already around you, Gemini. This is already somebody who's been crushing on you. Their feelings run way deeper than you could imagine. All right, and your paths will cross during the next air sign season, or maybe they have crossed, you know, in this past, you know, around your birthday season. I feel like this person's already around you. So with the next air sign season being Libra, which will be, you know, September, October, is when I think this connection is going to be either solidified or really take off. This person may wear a meaningful accessory often. Okay, it could be like bracelets, it could be necklaces, it could be something that brings them luck. And they come from overseas. So that could just be they have a different background. Maybe their parents or their grandparents come from a different country, or maybe they're actually traveling from overseas, or recently, you know, or have moved to your city, state, or country recently from another country. All right, with the Page of Wands, this is how they're viewing you. So they see you as fun, they see you as adventurous, exciting, passionate. Okay. All right, so the World card in reverse. So this person, you know, I feel like they see you as somebody who's very different from them. Okay, so different, you know, race, religion, tradition, or background. This person may also meet you at a time when you're wrapping something up, which can be a job, it can be another relationship, it can be a living situation. It's really strong fixed energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. But what they really like about you, Gemini, is the Two of Swords in reverse. You're honest. They feel like they can trust you. And they also love that you don't hold back. And we have the Six of Cups, how you're going to be feeling. I think you're going to be developing sweet feelings for this person once you kind of rearrange how you're viewing them. Right? Because again, I feel like how you see this person is going to drastically change, and that shift might be a little bit of a jolt for you. But the Six of Cups tells me that you're going to feel the love here. You're going to, feel like, okay, this could be something really sweet. I really like this energy. We feel like we're actually really compatible. I didn't think about it that way, but now that I know, it feels really good. Okay. So what they like about you, or they notice about you, is the priest archetype. So facilitates spiritual commitments and serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So they see you as somebody who's trusted. They see you as somebody that people come to for advice. And they see some sort of spiritual commitment here. So they may feel like you two are twin flames or soulmates. And we see the rescuer. So Gemini, this person sees that you provide strength and support to others in crisis or just in general, but you act out of love with no expectation of reward. So they see you as just being selfless, loving, strong, like you're a rock and you're an anchor for so many people, whether that's at work or it's your family and your friends. So a lot of respect here for you. Now, the connection is defined as the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So this tells me this person is hanging out around you. And, the Hanged Man is about holding back, looking at details. And we did see that it might be a slow start, but give it time. Again, this person's holding back, looking at all the details, waiting for the right time to make their move. And you may also hold back because you came out as that Knight of Cups in reverse. Like, do I want this? Am I interested in a relationship at this time? And also it's about seeing things differently. So again, like I said, I think your perception of this person is going to drastically change after they tell you their true feelings. All right. And the Hanged Man here also tells me that this is a very spiritual commitment, you know, and they're seeing it that way. Some of you may meet this person through travel or movement. So this meeting occurs through movement, travel, or a change of environment. New perspectives create alignment. Okay, that's for some of you. And this connection encourages you to show up as you truly are. So you're going to feel safe to be yourself around this person. And most likely, because initially I think you're not assuming that this is going to be a romantic connection, you know, and I feel like oftentimes when there's not that pressure or that understanding around the relationship, you just naturally show up as, you know, as yourself. And we see learning through contrast. So we do see that there may be some differences here between the two of you, especially with, we see that here with the World in reverse, that this connection highlights differences that invite understanding, but growth comes from awareness. So you two might be very different from each other, but yet it's a beautiful thing. You complement each other really well. And again, this person might be your opposite sign. They might be a Sagittarius and you're a Gemini. Okay, something like that. But it does feel like there's a beautiful complementary symbiotic energy here. And this connection prioritizes now over outcome. So there's presence before promise. So, you know, this person isn't going to be skipping any steps. And I don't think you will be either. You know, let's see where this goes. So I feel like there's, you know, a lot of pressure taken off of the relationship because of that. Okay. So let's see what else my Geminis need to know. All right. We see freedom. There's healthy space and room to breathe. Beautiful. All right. We see life partner. There's potential for this to be long term. All right. And love language, physical touch. So this person may be way more affectionate, like romantic and affectionate than they originally come off as. And we actually see that it's going to be quite a sexy and sensual connection there with burning desire. All right. Let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know here? All right. You're not meant to know when this is coming toward you, but it is in the near future. And of course it is going to be different for everyone, but it's definitely going to be unexpected. All right, my lovely Geminis, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.